This story begins in Canada, and at some point, it is the year 1890. This was the time when there were reports of gold being found in Canada's Yukon. When it was in the news, everybody was looking for gold. Yukons were coming from far away. Now after this, wheelers see a dog named Buck, who with Judge Miller in the Santa Clara Valley. Buck keeps doing whatever he wants. There's no one to stop him because Judge Miller has a dog, and everybody knows that Judge Miller loves her so much she is in the market. Looking at me, a man says that the gold. There are plenty of dogs like that for mine. It is needed, and it will cost a lot of money. Judge Miller's gardener is listening to this. Today is the birthday of Judge Miller, whose preparations for food and drink were being made, but Buck is in trouble because of his mischief. Ruins the dining table, which Judge Miller becomes very angry, and that night to kick him out of the house because of the bug. There's no way to get in now. Just then there is a loud lightning strike, which the bug gets very scared and he keeps knocking on the door. When he is looking towards the gate, he sees Buck standing at the gate. The gardener calls, and on seeing him, the goat comes there, he goes there, and there is a closed car, and that gardener puts some biscuits in that car. He throws it and tells Buck to go and eat it. Now, because Buck knows the gardener, he agreed to her and went to that car to get biscuits. Goes inside, then the gardener and his companions. Another man captured the bug in the car, and now Bug Mali is taken from that man. He sees him taking the money, and then this. The box containing the bank is placed on the train. It happens that the jolt wakes Buck up from his sleep. Hey, Buck is very hungry now, that box in which there is Buck and reaching its destination. Goes like a man carrying a box of bugs. When he opens it, the bugs attack him, but the man kills the bug with a stick. The one where the bug falls down is in the cage. Those who are imprisoned might have been kidnapped like bugs. Now the bug has to be a fat one. A man is tied with a rope. He places milk in front of him, which the bug drinks, and he gets some strength, and then the bug starts to move, pulls the rope with which the rope breaks, so that he gets a chance and runs away from there. When he comes out, it is for him. There is no place for him to understand anything. If he is not able to tell where he is, then he sees that he is in a ship, and there is water all around, which means now the water is here. That ship can no longer go anywhere from Alaska, who has reached the Golden World. Here, the bug is strange to everyone. He's watching with his eyes. Only then it starts to snow, and it becomes he is happy. Actually, this is a new thing for Buck thing happens. That's why Buck is with that ice on. The other side, we have John Thornton, a man named, is shown who is the old man, comes here after selling his house. He was going from here when he collided with a bug, causing his harmonica to fall, after which Buck comes to return it to him. Hey John, thanks Bug. And the ship, I climb into it. It is shown in the next moment that Buck is selling the other dogs. Buck is placed with them to befriend them, but any dog wants to be friends with him. After a while, a man comes to the man who buys the bug. The name of the payroll that he buys delivers the mail and takes it to his car. It takes a dog to pull, so he buys the bug and takes it with him. Her assistant, Frank Weiss, says that we wanted 2 dogs, but the payroll was too high for him. He says that this alone is enough. After that, Payroll introduces him to the other dogs, all of them. Dogs have heads called spits, he is very dangerous. All the dogs are scared of him. Payroll then shows them a map where they have to go to the bug's throat too. The belt is put on and tied to the line it is tied up in the last. Now when the dogs start pulling the cart, and then the bug, he cannot run with other dogs. Actually, snow keeps falling on the bug again and again. I am not used to walking, so my legs, they are sliding across the side. After this, the buck falls down the slope of snow, and Perrault realizes he has to walk in the snow. I am having trouble. Now it is night there. She goes and everybody sets up camp there. So the payrolls also start sleeping in. The camp, Frank goes to sleep with Weiss. Now, Bug Jog is so tired that Frank Weiss takes out the payroll and sleeps with it. Then Frank Weiss gets up and puts the bug in, throws Bug out of the camp. There is a black wolf outside, which is scary. He steps back and says to a dog. Now it collides with him as if he turns back. Then he sees that the wolf disappears from there. After this, the dog eats the bug. He gives up his place and goes to sleep somewhere else. Here the bug realizes that the ice. How do I sleep again the next morning? The journey begins, but the bug never runs. He would have found it difficult to run in the snow. There's a problem. After that, this mail delivered and start moving towards your destination. Now let's make them travel once again. While doing this, the night falls, and once again. They set up camps to eat all the dogs. When the dog gets fish for him, then again this dog, that the fish snatches it by force to sea, after the bug gives his fish to the dog, then all the dogs look at Bug with great surprise. We are watching together only after this. Let's move forward as we begin the journey. Before proceeding further, you would like to request that my video has 99 viewers. So I watch it, but I don't subscribe to the channel. If you do not do this, or even like the video, then I request you all to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe and like the video, please. Let us see in one scene that Spitz is drinking water when the other one. The dog comes to drink water, where Spitz when the bird is drinking water. He does not let him drink water and drives him away from. There now, all these dogs are thirsty, but they are not moving forward due to fear. After seeing this, the bug looks at the snow from the other side, breaks it, which makes all the dogs happy. When they start drinking water from there, then these Spitz doesn't feel right at all to him. Now I'm getting angry in the next moment. It is shown that the bug is now completely covered in ice. I have learned to run, and it is very fast. Frank S. delivers mail to a place. She falls in water. While checking her perfume, the bug puts in danger of his life. Seeing this, Frank Weiss saves him. She never spoke to him properly anymore. She starts talking to him and brings him food. Bought. Also gives all these spears from a distance, and he is burning inside. After this, the payroll and Fax go to sleep. As they go, Berg sees a rabbit, and he starts running after him. Then everyone, the dog, saw him and started running after him. Buck catches the rabbit, but leaves it back actually. Buck like this, he plays with the rabbit. Then there, Spitz comes and kills the rabbit. After this, he attacks the bugs also, and he hits him so hard that the bug becomes unconscious. But the other dogs like Bug, so they were encouraging him, seeing which the Spitz comes to kill them all. But by then, the bug regains consciousness. Here, the bug sees the black wolf again. Seeing him, she Spitz from the neck, grabs him and throws him forcefully to the ground. Spitz gives up and walks away. The next morning, the payroll calls out to the Spitz, but he is nowhere to be found. Then the bug pulls the cart. Perot comes forward to Sulik, wants to tie it there because it is old. There is a dog, but it is tied in front of Sulash. I don't want him to run here and there. Then the parrot. He understands what is in their mind, and tells Buck. When he calls, everyone sees that Buck is a leader. Comes there and pulls the cart. It seems all the dogs are with Buck in this time. Buck with full force. It runs very fast, and I am very impressed, seeing its payload. Only then does the parade receive snow from the top of the hill. Even bugs can see that snow. He sees and runs away very fast. Perot tells Bug to turn left, but Bug sees a black wolf on the right, and he leaves his left and turns to the right and starts running inside a cave and takes everybody back from that place safely. Perot thinks Buck is. There is a smart dog in the walkie-talkie. She is a Bug's dog, on time with speed and intelligence. Everybody reaches their destination. The bugs become very happy after getting the letters. Everyone reads their letters with surprise. Actually, this is a new thing for it. He is experienced. That is why he surprises everyone. The next moment we see John. He is shown writing a letter to his wife. In the letter, John is talking to his son. Tim misses him a lot because his birthday is coming. Actually, Tim is not in this world, so John has left his house. Now it is night, and the bug is again. That black wolf is visible from here. Actually, this black wolf is good luck for bugs, and there is a right path which shows him the right path. The next morning, when the bug goes with the payload, then he thinks he hears a real voice. John is late to deliver the letter in. Buck leaves, so he takes the letter and goes to the payroll. He gives it to the second of these two. We meet, so we recognize each other. Now, let's take the car and get out of there. After a few days, when he goes with the car, when we come back, the payroll is transferred to a government. A letter is received in which it is written that sell all the dogs and come back to Cubic. Because since the introduction of Tegra now, letters will stop after this with Bugle. The dogs get very sad, and now Perot and Fax would leave them. There's a man named Hole here who, in search of gold, he gives them. He buys a buggy to drive it. Due to excess luggage when the other dogs are unable to pull him out, the Hole Charles, the friend, comes to kill them. But then John arrives and stops Charles. He advises both of them that at this time, but it is not right to go there, because at this time, but the ice is melting, which is why everyone's life may be in danger, but Hall is his. He doesn't listen and starts moving forward. Now, because of the constant travel and hunger and thirst, Buck falls unconscious. Right there on the other hand. On the other hand, John also packs his things and leaves. Let's get into trouble with the whole bug right here now. Then he takes out a gun and shoots the bug. He is about to kill when people arrive there. He goes to explain it to them once again. Don't go ahead but behind the hole, Gold. He is so mad that he doesn't even read a single photo of John. Doesn't listen. Then John isolates the bug, and after letting everyone else go, the bug returns to its home after 2 days. When the bug regains consciousness, John tells him that all your friends, you have been killed. Now you are free to go wherever you want. You can go there after that to Zone Bar goes and buys himself a drink then. The bug comes wandering there, and then suddenly Hole comes and starts hitting John. Seeing this, the bug attacks the Hole, then he takes the Hole gun and wants to kill the Bug-a-Man standing there gathering people. Let's kick the Hole out of the bar. Now John, as soon as he comes home, he starts drinking alcohol. But Bug doesn't know this. She doesn't like it. At first, she tries to stop him. Treason goes beyond that. And after, I throw my glass at him after that, the bug. He picks up the bottle and comes out and digs a pit, presses it inside and sits on top of it, who tries very hard to remove him. But it is so heavy that it gets tired. He sits there, and now slowly both of them. The relationship becomes quite deep with John. Buck shows him a map of the Yukon, and says that Tim once drew a fine line. He said that, with the help of the map, everyone, let's go, we'll walk like this, so we both can go there. We will go there next day with both these boats, get ready to go this night. Both of them are sitting outside setting up camp, then Bug extends a hand of friendship to Zone. After this, John makes him sleep in his camp. The next morning, they would leave via the river. But the flow of the river is very fast. Both flow in the arms of this river. Buck is having a lot of fun during the next. When the boat came down, it would have a hole in it. He leaves the boat and begins his journey on foot. After that, it will quickly start its. You reach your destination. Buck here, when John sees him, he searches for a house for him. He becomes very happy cleaning the house and throws out the useless stuff. After this, both of them start sleeping. They heard the sound of many wolves. Buck gets scared hearing the sound. She gives, and John tells him not to be afraid. Your ancestors then showed us. It is said that while searching for the Hole Zone, he reaches his old house where he finds Yukon. He gets a map, and he understands it by looking at it. Where did he go the next moment? We're in Lake Zone, the one who sees taking bath. There is a piece of gold is found, and John sees it. Now both of them are very happy together when some gold pieces are taken out from the lake. There the bug sees a white wolf. John sees the wolf and tells Buck to chase him. Now he tells me to do it like a duck behind him, then a bear comes in the way. The bug is very scared of the bug on the other side of the lake, who sees that white wolf here now. They come face to face for the first time. He extends his hand of friendship to her, but she, the white wolf, runs away from there now a day with white iron and hunting with it. While they are doing this, the bug is also watching them. It happens then that a weasel is hunting. The flow of water makes it fall into the lake, when he is pulling me along with him. Seeing this, the buck gets stuck in a tree. He comes there with his strength and intelligence. He plays with that wolf, and then the goat. Now Buck becomes a friend of the wolves most of the time with my friends, and now somewhere John has to go. I feel lonely, like at night happens, then the bug runs back to John. Buck is very happy with his new friends. He goes hunting every day, and Zone now, a night zone, brings something to the. It goes to sleep, waiting for the bug on. The other hand, we are shown the bug, who was sitting with a female wolf, only then when the reality dawns, she runs away to John's house. When he goes near, he sees that the man is drinking alcohol. The bug doesn't like it, and he falls asleep in her lap the next morning. Buck takes John's cap and rips it off. Then a white wolf comes to pick him up from across the river. The man tells him to leave, and then, after this, he goes away from there, and people sees that now Buck is free of all those chains, has become a good friend, and the sheep is now. He started considering her as part of his family. John is very happy for her. He thinks that Buck has now found his real family, but inside, John is very lonely. He is feeling it, because now he too. She starts missing her family while going to sleep, throws some pieces into the river, and he keeps the rest of the pieces with himself. He says that now you have your family. I have found you. Now stay here. I will return tomorrow. After hearing this, I will go to my family. Bog becomes very sad and goes to the white wolf. Now he comes near as if he is the reason for the bug's sadness. You have understood the white wolf on the other side. John heard someone's voice in his hut. It can be heard, and it seems as if to look outside. He goes, and then someone shoots at him. Then the lantern falls down from John's hand. There is a fire which actually it is and not just the hall, which is its own. Now revenge has come between the two. A fight ensues in which John gets shot. She goes there, and when Hole asks for it, she gives him gold. He also gives me the whole gold and goes crazy after seeing it. Happens, and he is about to kill John. Then the bug comes there and makes a loud noise, pushing him into the burning fire, throws him away, which kills him right there. Now John gets injured. Then Buck, he brings him his diary. John is now dying. He happens to be comforting the dying Buck. It doesn't matter, this is your house. After saying this, John dies. Bug becomes very sad because of the death. The white wolf comes and comforts her. After this, both of them start leaving from there, as Buck goes towards the zone for the last time. Now let's see. This is shown in the next scene, that these two are now a couple, and there, they have 2 small children now. He is a leader, and now he can face a bear as well. It is possible that he rules the entire forest. It seems as if he was not made for the city. Yes, this is the end of this story.